start to close your eyes. So any finger that the thumb contacts forms a seal. Each seal has a meaning, and we get into that later in the practice. But for now, let whichever finger that came directly to touch your thumb be your seal for the moment. Allow your spine to be tall. Allow your head to sit right above the spine. Have a slight softening of the eyes. If you're not lowering them towards the floor, feel free to close them. Lowered or closed, we are minimizing the visual sensation and drawing inwards for the moment to integrate together, to harmonize our start of class. Start to be comfortable with your breath. For the next couple breaths, we are going to inhale through our nostrils and exhale through an open mouth, making the sound of a big sigh. So inhale deeply and exhale completely. One more. This time, harmonize together to chant Om. Inhale deeply. Bring both palms together. Let your thumbs touch your sternum. Welcome everyone. Real joy to be back with all of you. We'll do our best to practice in harmony to ourselves. Let my voice just be a guide and a suggestion. You know your body best. Listen to your body first. So we're going to come to a standing position. Come to the tops of your mat. We'll begin by letting both big toes come together, feet parallel, arms down by your sides. And as you inhale, you start to lift your heels up. As you exhale, the heels come down, toes go up. So we continue with this teeter-totter for 3 more turns. Heels up as you inhale. As you exhale, heels lower to raise the toes. And the last time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Come to a stable position. And this time as you inhale, draw your arms up above your head. Interlace the fingers and take both arms over to the right side, pushing towards the left with your hips. Come back up and take the arms over to the left side, pushing out your right hip all the way to the right without losing the weight sensation on the whole feet. Not just a part of your feet. Come back to center. And then I'm just gonna make sure you can see me. So you're gonna tilt over to the right again. Back to center. All the way over to the left. And back to center. Take your arms over in front of you. Fingers are still interlaced. You're pushing forward And now start to push your body weight towards your toes, drawing your back parallel to the floor. And then push your arms, undo your fingers, palms are out in front of you. And then raise your arms up. Draw your arms down by your sides. Take your palms behind you. Interlace them in the non-intuitive manner. And one more time, lift your arms up, keeping your body as straight and tall as is comfortable. Lower the arms down. Draw the arms in front of you. And once they're in front of you, start to stretch them forward, keeping your body as tall as possible with your legs, drawing your spine parallel to the floor. Arms are up and parallel. So you want to make a nice 90-degree angle. And then start to lower your palms down. Bring them first onto your fingertips. Start to notice how you feel tall in your spine and long in your spine. Drawing yourself into a straight spine. Body weight is equally distributed between your arms and your legs. Getting a nice stretch in the back of the legs and your arms. Back is still long. And then slowly start to draw yourself closer and closer towards your feet with your hands. And then hold on to opposite elbows. Drop your neck and head. Move your head side to side. So you want to feel that dropping away of the weight of your head. So your neck is relaxed. And now body is primed. Start to spread your arms. Bend your knees and drop your hips down. As though you're about to squat. Keep coming down and then raise your arms up. And come up all the way, bringing your palms together and palms to heart. And now we're going to be back at the top of our mats and begin with a few sun salutations. Starting with half sun salutations. Inhale to lift your arms up. Look up. Push the palms away. Start to fold forward and down. Come up halfway, just like we did, bringing the back in a straight line. And then start to drop your hips down, bend at the knees, spread your arms and rise up. Palms together to your heart. Inhale up again, deep breath in. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to rise up, midway point. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, almost squat down. Spread the arms and rise up. 2 more of these, even though I said we'll do 3s because you want to feel equal every which way. So inhale deeply. Palms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up. Exhale to squat down, semi-squat. Inhale to rise. Last one. Fold forward and down. Back parallel. Squat down. Rise up. Palms together. Palms to heart. Now we're going to go into a full sun salutation. Inhale to rise. Stretch as you raise your arms up. You want to feel the upper arms around your ears. As you exhale, draw forward and down. Come up to the halfway point.
And as you exhale this time, place your hands down, even though the knees are bending a little bit. Take your right foot all the way back. Drop the right knee down. Take the left knee back to match up with the right. So now you're on your hands and knees. From here, curl your toes and lift your knees. So you want to straighten and keep the hips high. And just for the sake of it, drop your hips. So see how I suddenly look like I flopped in the middle? That's doing too much on the dropping down. And now I'm going to over-exaggerate by taking the hips way too high. So neither one of these forms are plank. Our plank is this diagonal line with the shoulders high, just above the wrists, hips in the middle, but not flopping or raised too high. And you're pushing back with your heels, engaging the toes. And now we're going to drop our knees completely. Bring our chest and chin down to touch the mat. Relax the entire body onto the floor by pushing forward and up, lifting into Cobra. As you lift into Cobra, feel your chest expand. Shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Now curl your toes, lift up into a downward dog. The first downward dog for many in the day, you want to keep lengthening through your spine. Bend at the right knee, push with the left heel. And then the opposite side, you're going to push down the right heel, bend at the left knee. 2 more rounds of this. Bend at the right, left heel down, left knee down, right heel down. Other side, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, drop the right heel, bend the left knee. And then from here, push back into a stable down dog and lift your right leg straight up. Keep your hips square, don't roll. Bend at the right knee, draw your right foot between your hands. Engage your left leg actively. And then draw your left foot forward. Squat down just like we did at the start of our sun salutations. Spread your arms and rise up. Take your arms up, look up. Arms to heart. Other side. Inhale to lengthen through your arms, lifting them up. Exhaling, folding forwards. Coming up halfway. Taking your hands down, pushing your left foot back. And then the right into a good plank. Steady diagonal line. From the diagonal line, you're going to drop both knees down. Keep the hips up. Push your chest and chin into the floor. And then slide your chest forward to rise into Cobra, relaxing your feet, spreading your chest, pushing into your wrists, and then curling your toes to a steady down dog. We're going to take a couple breaths in down dog. And then you raise your left leg up, way high. Both hips looking forward. Bend at the left knee. Draw your left foot forward between your hands. Or hold your left ankle and draw it forward. And then draw your right foot forward. Coming with Your hips lowered towards the ground. Knees are bent. Spread your arms.
Rise up. Both palms together. Palms to heart. Bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to keep our right foot about 3 feet, 4 feet back from the left foot. Bend at the left knee and start to set ourselves up into the warrior sequence. Once you arrive with your front knee bent, the knee is in line with your left ankle. You're going to raise both arms up. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Keep your upper body lifting up from your waist and lower body pushing into the mat. There's one more breath here before we switch. And now stretch out your arms at the height of your shoulders and take your right foot further back a little bit to give yourself a greater stance between the feet. Your gaze is to the left middle finger. 2 more breaths here. Your chest is aligned right above your hips. You're feeling an extra stretch between both legs. The back leg is long and the back foot is pushing towards the outer edge of the foot. You're going to drop your left elbow to the left thigh and take the right arm over your head, forming one line, lifting your head enough that there's a gap between your left shoulder and left ear. Now you're going to roll your right arm back towards the right foot. Keep rolling it into a full circle till the right hand comes down onto the floor. Roll your right foot. So now you're still looking forward towards the front of your mat. And then you're going to raise your left arm up, forming a single line between both arms. And then drop your right knee down. Bring your left hand down. Take a moment to pause here. Get your bearings. Curl your right toes, lift your right knee. Draw your right foot forward. Form that funny squat in between to a real squat and standing. And bring your arms up all the way. Palms together, palms to heart. So what we've just done is a form of the warrior sequence. And this warrior sequence is very useful in getting ourselves aligned. We're going to do it on the other side. This time, hands on hips. You take your left foot back. So your left foot is at a 45-degree angle from the front of your mat. Right knee is bent. Both hips are facing forward. And your right knee and right ankle are in one line. Then you're going to raise both arms up for 3 breaths in Warrior 1. You want to feel the stretch on several levels between the 2 feet, both legs working equally. Lift from the arms, so the stretch above the waist and below the waist is equal effort. And that's about 3 breaths now. You're going to stretch out the arms at your shoulder height. Adjust your left foot so there's a greater distance between the 2 feet. And now both hips are one behind the other. Arms are long, gaze is to the right middle finger. One more breath. Drop your right elbow to your right thigh. Take your left arm over your head to form a single line. One long line between the left fingertips and the outer edge of the left foot. Roll your left arm behind you. Keep rolling till your left hand comes to the floor. Roll your left foot. Toes are still engaged. And raise your right arm up. Both arms are one above the other. Work with your shoulders so there's no limpness, but yet your arm is as up as your shoulder allows. And then bring your right hand down on the outside of your right foot. Drop your left knee down. Keep an engagement between left toes and your mat. And now to catch a breath, lift the left knee up off of the mat. Draw it forward so both feet are up towards the top of your mat and you have that semi-squat happening. Spread your arms and rise up. Both palms together, palms to heart. From here, we're going to start to transition into balance. We started with the posture of bringing our arms forward and bringing a right angle to our bodies. We're going to keep that going. So bring both arms in front of you. Have the sensation of bringing a parallelness between the arms. Both legs are parallel, body is tall and long. And then keep pushing your arms forward. You're leaning forward with your hips until such time as you form this 90-degree angle between your arms and your legs. The spine becomes one long intermediary between the arms and your legs. So arms lead, spine follows, and legs form a perpendicular angle to the arms. Once you're there, then you go a little bit forward as though you're pushing your body weight onto your toes. Drop the hands down. Push your body weight still more forward towards your hands. And once you arrive there, bend your right knee slightly. And then raise your right leg up. So it becomes a 90-degree angle again. And now first come onto your fingertips. Keep drawing your fingertips closer and closer to your left foot. And then you're going to start to stand up. It's okay if you do what I've just done and have to touch the mat to come back to the balancing pose. So your right leg is behind you, arms are down by your sides, you're balancing on the left leg. Bend the right knee, draw it forward, and bring your right knee into a right angle. And then take both arms up, palms can touch, the right knee remains at a right angle. Draw your arms down by your sides, and then bring your right foot around the left leg and start to squat down. So I've got my right leg rolled around the left and I'm squatting down. I've got my right big toe pushing into the mat. Bring both arms in front of you. We're still keeping them parallel, but going as far down as we can. And then come back up. Arms are down by your sides. Uncross your legs. And we're going to move over to the other side. So you want to bring both arms in front. Keep them parallel to the ground. And once there, you push your body weight further forward. Lean forward till there's one line between your arms, spine, and then a perpendicular line with your legs. Then start to drop your arms down, hands touch the mat. Push your body weight forward so you're in a forward fold. Draw your chin towards your chest and put body weight so much more forward into your arms that you can lift your left leg up, keeping the leg long. And again, one line as best as you can. And then you're going to move your hands closer and closer to the right leg, keeping the left leg long and behind you. And then when you're ready, with steadiness, start to lift yourself up. Once you've arrived, bend the left knee, come forward to form that right angle with your left leg. Bring both arms in front of you. So arms remain parallel to the ground. Left leg is bent at a right angle. And then slowly lower back down. Arms are down by your sides. Everything is steady. Close your eyes. Take a pause. From the balance, we transition into seated positions. So you're still at the top of your mat. You're going to raise your arms one more time, keeping palms facing down. Raise your heels up, bend the knees, keep bending the knees as low as possible. Your heels are still high. Now you're going to drop your body weight slightly back, lower the heels down. Then the hips should start to touch the mat. At this point, start to lower yourself down all the way. You should arrive on your back on your mats. Once you arrive on your mats, knees are bent, and you're going to draw both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Keep that tightness around your knees. Hold on to your left knee into your chest and raise the right leg up. Once your right leg is up, you're going to twirl your right ankle to roll in all directions. And then reverse 3 rolls in the opposite direction. And then lower the right knee into your chest, hold on tight, lift the left leg up, roll the ankle 3 times in one direction, opposite direction 3 times. Bring the left knee back, both knees in towards your chest. And here comes the fun part. So keeping your arms rolled around the knees, you're going to bring your chest up, shoulders up, and hug your forehead to your knees. So you want to feel a real compactness in your body. And then lower back down. So we're going to do this 2 more times. Then draw your shoulders up, chest up, forehead to knees, curled up into a coil, and roll back down. Last time. Up, forehead to knees, and roll back. Once back on your back, bring your feet to touch the mat. Knees remain bent. Hands down by your sides. Check in how far forward you can bring your heels to your hips. We want to bring them as close as possible. Once there, you can bring your hands to touch your ankles. If that's not happening for you right now, not to worry. Draw your heels up like we've been practicing while we were standing. So heels are up, hips are up. Keep lifting the hips up as much as you can, eventually bringing one shoulder at a time beneath you, interlacing the fingers so you can lift even higher. You're pushing your knees away from you and lifting the hips and the heels. Sometimes it's helpful to bring your hands below your hips to push them even higher, to support them. So these are a couple options. You can lower your heels if that helps you better. And then lower the hands if you were supporting them supporting your lower back initially. And then slowly lower everything down. One more time, bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, and rock from side to side. And this time, we're going to do one more thing. Keep your arms down by your sides. Lower both legs down. Once you're lying down completely on your back, you're going to bend your right knee. Right foot is on the floor initially. Then place it above your left knee. Just in that area on your, or just below your left thigh, but above your right knee, left knee. Once there, you're going to lift your left hand, place it on the right knee. Lift up your right arm and lower it all the way at the height of your shoulder on the right side. Once you're laying down, then you're going to bend your right knee all the way over to the left side, turning your head towards the right. So right arm is long, in line with your shoulder. Your gaze is towards the right hand. And your hip and right knee is gone over to the left side. And gently bring your head back to center. Release your right knee. Draw your leg back. Straighten the right leg. Immediately bend the left. Place the left foot on the right knee. Spread out your left arm. Look towards the left side. Take your right hand, place it on the left knee, and roll your left knee over to the right. Keeping your gaze towards the left. Draw your head back to center. Release your left knee. Come back. Stretch out both legs. They're at least hip distance apart. Both arms are down by your sides. And we get into Shavasana, or the corpse pose, to start to integrate our practice. And we practice active rest, resting on purpose. Consciously softening through your toes, feet, ankles, calves and knees, thighs and pelvis, fingers and palms, wrists and elbows, upper arms and shoulders, softening through your spine, your chest, neck and head. Relaxing your face, your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, your entire skin. Releasing yourself into true rest. Sarvesham swasthirbhavatu Sarvesham shantirbhavatu Sarvesham purnam bhavatu Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. May all beings everywhere be healthy. May all beings everywhere experience peace. May all beings everywhere feel wholesome. May all beings everywhere experience prosperity. May our thoughts, our words, and our actions make this so. Wriggle your toes, fingers. Make a gentle movement with your head from side to side. Bring both legs together as though they were one. Point with your feet. Take your arms over your head, lengthening through your arms to the very tips of your toes. And then roll yourself over onto your right side. Keep your eyes closed. And then draw yourself up to a seated position with eyes still lowered or closed. If you wear glasses, please put them aside for the next 10 seconds. Rub your palms together vigorously. Generate heat between your palms. Once you feel that heat, place them over your eyelids. May you all absorb the essence of your practice, and may your practice be your companion in the practice of life. Draw both palms together in front of your chest. To you, your practice, I bow. Namaste.